How wonderful to be here with you. I'm so glad you're here. I love you so much. Let's take a moment to do a prayer, knowing that, believing, feeling the divine spirit that is everywhere present and right where we are right now. Sharing this moment in time and place with people of like minds, of goodwill, accepting that this is a healing place. As you cross the threshold, a special quickening happens. Divine Spirit moves in a special way, healing each person here with perfect assimilation, perfect circulation, and perfect elimination. Right now, I accept it and I feel it, and it is so. For this I give thanks, and so it is. Amen. So I'm taking my reference this morning from the Science of Mind magazine, particularly the article by Arthur Johnson. And I'd like to start by remembering this phenomenal thing of, as usual, the things that Jesus said. But Jesus says that ye are gods, and all of you sons of the Most High. That makes us joint heirs with Jesus. We can think, and we have the power to create the lives we want to live, lives of peace and prosperity. And that's what my talk is today about. I asked Pastor John what would he like me to speak on, and so I'm always happy. Every subject is a joy to me. The third of the principles, of the 5 basic principles of unity reads, human beings create their experiences by the activity of their thinking. Everything in the manifest realm has its beginning in thought. The book of Matthew says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things will be added to you. That's all things. We're not an exception. All things and all people. Buddha also tells us, if man can control his mind, he can find the way to enlightenment, and all wisdom and virtue will naturally come to him, naturally, because it's innate. So what this is telling us is that our inner life creates our outer life. We must first do the inner work. Here is a fable that I found that demonstrates how things begin in mind. A common mongrel cat and a fine Persian cat often met in an alley. The alley cat noticed that people seemed to love the Persian cat. She was petted and fed, and everybody was kind to her and called her when they saw her. For the alley cat, things were reversed. Nobody came near to pet her. In fact, everybody seemed to run away from her, except the boys and the dogs. They would chase her. And other cats of the neighborhood were constantly fighting with and abusing her. One day, she asked the Persian cat, what made this tremendous difference between them? Why was it that she, the Persian cat, received such good treatment from everyone, while the poor alley cat was treated so shamefully? One day, she asked the cat, and the cat replied that it was because I'm puffed up. I know I am some cat. The reason you get such treatment as you do is because everybody can see that you think you are nothing but a miserable, despised mongrel cat. The poor alley cat felt terribly depressed and despondent, asking how she could change all this. The Persian cat told her to repeat to herself constantly, I am a wonderful cat. Everybody loves me. Everybody is kind to me. I am some cat. The alley cat commenced to do this, and soon she noticed that the treatment she received began to change. This encouraged her to keep on thinking better of herself. She kept affirming that she was some cat, and gradually she was recognized as just that. Although she had no Persian blood in her, she had, however, adopted the Persian cat consciousness. Her old way of being was cast out by a larger, richer consciousness that she had adopted. So, if we're searching for prosperity, we need not. We already possess it. It's our true nature. So, think, talk, and act prosperous, always holding a joyful and gratitude attitude toward our lives. Believe you are achieving prosperity and that your ideal life is coming true, that your vision is becoming realized. Peace and prosperity will fill our minds if we allow it to, but it takes training. These are the teachings, and I trust and believe in them. But over the years of practicing this mode of thought, I found it difficult, and it became impossible for me to sustain for long periods of time, and that's what's necessary, that we do this on a continuous basis. What with everyday life, distractions and worries and plans for my future health and well-being, all of these things clouding my thoughts, and then most especially the burdens of my past, my stories that I held in mind year after year, error choices I put upon myself and others put upon me. But why hold on to them? I don't know. Maybe it's seeking a certain justice of my own creation, or maybe it's finding pity for myself, an excuse for not moving on and forward. I could ponder a long time and come up with a long list of reasons why that I would hold on to unforgiveness and pain and sorrows. The problem is holding on to that old ugly stuff gives it power in my life today instead of me being where I need to be in the now. This is where God's wellspring of guidance, protection, and substance and grace are. Here now. So how do I do it? How do I take control and direct my mind on a continuous, steady basis? It wasn't happening for me. We must first prepare our mind, cast out thoughts of lack and limitation, disease. Don't entertain them. Ernest Holmes, founder of religious science, would say, stand guard over the portals of your mind. Make a place in our heart for divine ideas to come forth. How can they get through if we're filled with all of that chitter chatter? Make space for inspiration, intuition to bloom, and imagination to take wings and fly. Renounce, denounce, refuse our minds, refuse thoughts and focus on lack and limitation. Constantly remember that we are children of the living Spirit with the power to create. Ye are gods, and all of you sons of the Most High. So say with me, I have to hear it. I am some cat. And let's do it Pastor John's way 3 times. I am some cat. I am some cat. I am some cat. Thank you, thank you.